All right, so this is my first time doing something like this, and basically, I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start a blog as the Real Uncensored Browns fan, and basically, what I'm gonna cover here is that I'm just going to say things as a real Browns fan. So, what I mean by that is that I see that there's just things that get said about the Browns, and then there's a lot of wishy-washy fans, but you're not gonna get wishy-washy from me. And the reason why you're not gonna get washy from me is because I only like the Browns. Like that's it. I don't have a second favorite team. I mean, if you want to say like a second favorite, like whatever, I would just root for the Bengals and say from Ohio. But really, like when it come down to it, it's like I don't follow the Bengals. I don't really care about what they're doing. All I care about is the Cleveland Browns. So basically, I'm gonna try to keep this video under 15 minutes, 10 minutes because I know I only got so much time being in YouTube, and I got a few topics, and I'll try to do things as far as like update these vlogs maybe every week, or depending on just like if I feel like there's something to rant. So I'm always following them. Again, I don't have any personal in sources, any type of people that are in the Browns organization, no sources where any information that I'm conveying to you guys, where basically it could be verified. Anything I hear is basically gonna be off of the news, or any articles that's written, ESPN perhaps, but basically I just more than likely rebuttal that because everybody always hates on the Browns, and I'm just sick and tired of hearing it. And I feel like the fact that everybody hates on the Browns is that the people that hear that say they're Browns fans, they actually aren't Browns fans, and they allow the media to kind of take a look at what type of team we have. They don't really see it. I watch the Browns every Sunday. Try to go to games. If you look behind me a little bit, you see game tickets and stuff like that. My uncle takes me out to the games, and been a season ticket holder forever. All right, so we just gonna jump into this because I already wasted up enough of your time. All right, so we'll start off with, I guess the easiest thing is to start with last year. Last year we went 0-16, the big goose egg. Um, and it's sad because it's like we didn't have to be 0-16. There's a lot of games that I felt like we could have won. There's games that I felt like that was taken from us. There was games where the referee, we just didn't get the benefit of the doubt, probably perhaps because we're the Browns. But hopefully that stuff kind of gets finished through this year. We had a lot of, like I said, a lot of solid games, a lot of solid career play. And it's just unfortunate because it's just like it was so many plays time after time where you just, I think for me it wasn't a game as far as like how it was just how we're gonna lose it. That's what I was watching the game for. It's just isn't like what do we do to win it? How do we lose the game? You know what I mean? So, and that's what it started to become be between the fumbles. I think it was Rashard had a fumble. He was trying to get extra yards, and I called it out like, oh, he's gonna hold on to it, baby. And as soon as I said that, somebody punched it out. I'm trying to remember what game that was. I think it might have been like the Ravens, or like one of them other type of teams where we could have won. And my cousin looked at me and was just like, man, why you do that? I was like, it's just so Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to be funny. Like, I love my team. Like I said, I'm a diehard Browns fan. I rock the squad. It's nothing. But it's just literally like, it's so Browns. And then when Duke did it, it was just like, yep, that's the Browns thing for you. So I went on 16. Had trouble at quarterback play, and we had a parade about it. Obviously, if you guys didn't know about it or hear about it, that Cleveland had a parade of being 0-16, which is completely bogus. Which I feel like anybody that organized that or coordinated that was not a real Browns fan. However, I will say this, that the money that they collected there, it went to a charity, I guess like a food bank charity, and that was really positive to kind of make out of the situation. But as far as like being fans of the actual team is crazy because when you think about like why would you have a parade for losing, like I get it, like I only been a Brown fan since since 2007, I think, right when Michael Vick got locked up. Michael Vick was my favorite player, and then I just went on ahead. I was like, I gotta pick a team instead of just picking a player. and I went ahead with the Browns because they're the local team. All my parents and stuff like that. My dad was a Browns fan, so we just stuck with it. And I've been rocking with them ever since. And that was the year to join because they almost made the playoffs, but then they missed it just barely by Tennessee or whatever like that, by the game breaker. And from there, I thought it was always going to be uphill, and it just wasn't. But hey, whatever. So yeah, the parade, I don't like it personally because, like I said, it's just it doesn't define you as a Browns fan. Like, why would you have a parade for your team going 0-16? It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I just find it like crazy, outrageous, absurd. Any freaking bad word that you can think of. It just, as far as you having a 0-16 parade, because you know what I mean, a parade because your team went winless. Like, you can't be a real Browns fan for that. So all the Browns player that's out there, if you ever watching this video, I apologize. I still rock with you. Please don't let the ignorance, make you not like this team, because there's a lot of great players on this team that I like. I seen Emmanuel Agba have something to say, and I felt bad because it was just like, dang, like, this is his squad, and he, getting kind of bent out about this. So we're just gonna move on, because like I said, I want to try to keep this under 10 minutes, and I'm already like dragging up your time with a lot of pointless shit. But I just, like I said, this is just the intro. I would probably be coming back after the draft. The draft is this week on Thursday, and be letting you guys know more information on that and what I think. Well, we'll go ahead and start with the people I don't like in the Browns that really kind of control the media. I don't like Pat McMahon. I'll just say it. All his articles are biased, like super duper biased. Anytime I read it, like it like when I'm reading it, instead of me like enjoying the Browns more, it makes me like realize like it kind of gives me a feeling like, why am I a Browns fan? You know what I mean? Like, he would like say some shit that is so degrading and so like just low about the team, where it's just like, I can't stand this dude. I still read the articles, like, because it's of course about the Browns, but like anytime I see on ESPN that Pat McManaman wrote the story, I like it's hard. Like, there's times I have skipped it, and like I look at ESPN as like one of the leading resources as far as getting knowledge on your team and things like that. But like I said, anytime I see an article or anything type of written by Pat McManaman, I just don't read it, because all it's either gonna do is make me mad, or like it's gonna tell me something that like I really didn't want to know. Like, it's gonna give me like some like losing history, or I mean, sometimes he give you some positive stuff. Like, I'm glad that he could pull up those resources. But the dude's stories, like, he's like, how are you a Browns writer and you're against the team? Like, you supposed to be hyping us up about the team, not motherfucking making us feel like, oh man, these fucking Browns and this, that, and the third. That's why I said, like, I'm the real Browns fan. This is what this show is gonna be about. This show is gonna be about the love of the Browns. Like, yeah, I'm gonna probably talk about the down times, obviously, because we've had them for so long, and how can you ignore them? But really, like, what good is it just keep bashing your team? Like, just stick with it through and through. You feel me? So I don't like Pat McManaman. I don't like Mary Kay. I don't like Mary Kay, and she's a sweet girl. I don't have anything against her personally. You know what I mean? And I don't know her personally, but it's just like the things that she says sometimes, where it's just it really it makes you wonder. You know what I mean? Like, are we watching the same team, or do you really know about football? Like she'd like throw some facts about you, throw some facts out there, but then it's like, or she'd throw good points. Let's say that she'd throw some good points out there, and then be like, damn, you know what? Like, it's cool that, what I'm saying, she know about football or whatever. But then when she starts saying like about the draft talk, and that's what I'm about to get into. I'll probably like break down the draft talk for another segment. Once we get to that 10-minute mark. But yeah, with Mary Kay, it's just like, she just be talking, man. Like, she just, like, what she was saying, something about like Bradley Chubb, and like completely forgot about, and again, Emmanuel Agba. I'm like, the dude was a beast. Like, he blocked all the fucking passes, you know what I'm saying, when he was out there, and then he got hurt, and then once he got hurt, then you know what I mean, it kind of went down, and he kind of got lost, because I think he got hurt like early in the season, maybe like week 2 or week 3 or something like that, maybe before, around the same time as Jamie Collins. We had a lot of injuries too, you know what I'm saying, to like prominent impact player Jamie Collins. Miles Garrett was in and out, and then like I said, Emmanuel Agba and Carl Nassib and stuff like that. Them guys need to get back out there. But yeah, definitely, like, man, they just hating on them. You know what I mean? I don't have any specific stories of Mary Kay right now, because I haven't really tracked them. I just started this today, but I really cannot stand when she does that. So like, Yeah, but we're gonna jump into the draft talk.